And that was, again, it was, I mean, Ian had written some more, or arranged some more music. He just took what we've done and transcribed our things, which we never had seen on paper before, which is quite interesting.
So all the 10-10 arrangements are kind of extensions built onto the building that are the Muffins. They're just sort of bits that were tacked onto the arrangements.
The arrangements that the guy has written, Ian Gardner, God bless him, has written for, and in the time scales as well, absolutely fantastic.
So that was just a different thing again, a different league again, playing with the 10-10 and having to learn all that stuff and then recording that with the Phil. Great.
I'm very proud of this particular CD, When Worlds Collide, and probably the best thing I've done with the Muffins, in my opinion.
I'm really, really, really proud that I've done it.
But if you listen to it, there are a few moments on there that are absolutely fantastic. They're golden, little golden moments. And there weren't really any major fluffs.
A notable Muffin Men concert was at the Ocean in Hackney.
When they played it at Hackney, at the Ocean, I think, was it?
A pretty horrible venue, kind of run by gangsters with about 25 bouncers to get through in order to get inside to the auditorium.
Excellent, really love that. That's one of my favourite CDs of theirs, and yeah, really enjoyed that show. Really worked well with the orchestra.
But the Muffins made it worth going, and there they repeated their When Worlds Collide concert, which they'd first done in Liverpool, with 10 members of the Liverpool Philharmonic.
That was great fun. Yeah, so I think I might have even danced to that one, I don't know.
And they seem to really enjoy doing it because it's different and it's different music with them, like. And obviously for the Muffins, I mean for myself to play with people like that and to have them really good arrangements that Ian's done. Fantastic.
If you think back to Baroque music, where you have a group of players who were called the continuo, which was like the harpsichord and the cello and the bass, which play the kind of background to the whole piece, and you have the soloists that sit on top of that. Well, in a way, they complement each other because the Muffins are the continuo, and the soloists are either the 10-10 players or they're the Muffins' own soloists, like Carlo or Martin, playing on top of that. So it's a really kind of extraordinary mixture, and it's an interesting way from a writer to think about writing music in that way, because you've got to have something that's very solid in the centre of it. They're like your core rhythm tracks, and then you can put almost anything you like over the top of it, and it's still gonna work.
I just love that particular collaboration because they're interpreting, there's a long stretch from Burnt Weenie Sandwich, and it's very interesting watching classical musicians and rock band interpret an album in front of you, but because it's kind of impossible to reproduce the album perfectly, it has its own sort of interpretive singularity, and I really enjoyed that event. I mean, again, who cares whether I enjoyed it or not, but...
One of the excitements about joining the two bands together, particularly in the first show, but it's been the same ever since, is seeing the reaction on each band's face to the work of the others. When Carl starts to play a solo, they're just kind of jaw-dropping just to think that somebody can create all these ideas from nothing every night and every time we rehearse the tune it's different. Even doing 2 runs-throughs of the tune in a rehearsal, the solo will be different. And the idea that he can just keep on going, in fact you can't stop him.
But the actual noise that the band has ended up making up, thanks to Ian Gardner and Clark, the conductor, he's done a fantastic job as well. Because conductors can be quite intimidating. I've had one intimidating experience working with a conductor and being underprepared, but this one was much better.
The heart of this is the Muffins. They are the core of it, they're the engine. And really 10-10 comment on that and sit over the top of it. But they also have had to learn how to play the material, the Zappa material, with the right attitude.
It's an absolute privilege to play with these people, and it's brought out the best in everybody. I think, if anything, it's rejuvenated people's just enthusiasm for their trade all round.
But I wouldn't in any way see myself as being on the same level as all the other people on stage, actually, as a musician. So the Muffins see these classical players walk in and have all these dots in front of them and actually play it incredibly accurately, first time. Just play it, just know where they are and learn things so quickly and play incredibly complicated things so beautifully.
We, the Muffins, we can use music, but we don't use it in the way that they do. We might use it as a signpost, or you'd abbreviate everything, or as Roddy was telling me in one particular part in one song, if he looks at the music, it's a distraction. Although you have to learn it from the music, but then you throw it away. And that's probably something that the orchestral members will think, really? Oh.